Good morning. How's it going, sir?
So,
Doing great. Thank you very much. Let me turn this down.
do you wake up in the morning and make your breakfast like that, or you wake up earlier? How do you do it? I know you said you were making scrambled eggs.
Yeah, just throw some eggs in a cup in the microwave. All done.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. I'm not the type of person to eat like that in the morning. I'll have my coffee. Like I got up actually later than usual today, and then I'm just gonna. I wait about 30 minutes or so, then I go and I make myself a cup of coffee and I drink it while I'm prepping.
Coffee's the first thing. As
But
soon as I walk into the office, I hit. Well, I can't get to my desk without bypassing the coffee maker. So if it's not on, it gets turned
very
on, and
interesting. Yeah, with the eggs thing, kind of, I was like, wow, you're that type of person that can just, you know, eat right at rest and you wake up.
well, when I've been skipping it for the last couple weeks, again, I figured I needed to get back into the habit. So
Oh, I bet, yeah. It takes a toll, man, especially on the screens all day.
yep.
Oh, your screen looks good. Which one are we doing?
We will start off with meta. At least that's the way I normally go through. I just kind of walk through and get the basics done. So meta, the cues, and then volatility. So UVXY, VIX, the SPY, and then we'll walk through futures.
Alright, alright. I'm gonna be a little slower on this one, but just follow along because I haven't prepped meta in forever.
Yep, no
My
worries.
chart is like a bunch of weird ink ups.
Yeah, it's been interesting. It was a real pain in the butt to prep for quite a while, and then after it started to finally base there in the what was that, the 90s, 80s, it finally started to get nice and clean. All right,
Massive gap though.
there is a massive gap for sure. Ideally, it pulls in a little bit back to the look down here. That's definitely not a today thing in my mind. But I sure wouldn't be upset if I got some puts the other day. So,
Right, right.
all right. So looks like it should be a nice and clean one today from looking at it. Let me just get the daily over here and double check it. It's still been balancing between that super high time frame day VWAP back in September, and then it's got the VWAP from the day before earnings, that massive gap. So it's nice VWAP pinch there. So let's just go ahead and screenshot this and get it onto the room. I'm gonna change the colors here. Alright, so zone 1 pretty straightforward, right at auto supply and demand. This week's highs, and then last week's highs are up higher, obviously. Yeah, I think I treat that as two separate zones. Oh yeah, we're at 186 already. That's interesting. The weak dotties, that'd be a stupid move if we came all the way down here, but photo percentage wise is way down there because we're still up in that elevated stuff. That's why the ADRs are still so crazy. And to me, this actually becomes bigger if we come down here. I think I'd lump that in there. no way we hit that today, but maybe we tag it before the week's out. Not a today thing, but maybe Friday.
Right now we're still pushing for the inside zone, intraday pivot point.
Yeah, nice big gap. I don't know what happened. There's some news thing with Japan or something other, and I was sitting here running a strat analyzer thing, and all of a sudden I hear everything, order filled. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, there's no way we went 20 points, which would have been my exit for profit, but it had a 10 point. There's over 7,000 contracts traded in probably like 2 seconds. That time of night's just crazy. All right, so where is this? QQQ. Prep for Thursday. If I can type. February 9th, 2023.
It is a little bit blurry right now. At least on my end.
Alright. Wish I could see some, but she's probably here in my metrics. It says it's 30 FPS. I'll have to play around a little bit more with the kind of OBS and streaming pieces to see if I get to give me an idea if it's good, not good, whatever else.
It's better now. I don't know if you did anything.
No.
Just like it goes back and forth. It might just be my internet.
Alright. Alright, so next up, I'm going to take a look at the Qs. This VWAP is trash.
We're above that one right now, so.
Are we alright? Oh yeah, 308, yeah. Good call. That was a really nice hold of it yesterday off of this low here. I mean, really 2 days in a row, right? Both Wednesday and Tuesday. Just nice kind of higher low. Same thing I was looking at post yesterday. Like we hovered around that 4130s on ES. It was doing kind of what we talked about, like trying to set a higher low as opposed to going back to the 4110s. It did the same thing. It didn't even go down to that. Was that weekly pivot?
Yeah, right. We're we tested DGR, the daily R1 from above, and kind of trying to resolve here. Put a nice little hammer candle on the 15-minute for both ES and NQ. So see if we can get that actual push over to either Monday's highs or prior week's highs. That would be nice.
Nice. I wonder if your voice is going to show up on the YouTube correctly or not. Hopefully it does. I may have to change my audio settings.
Yeah.
Alright, so I don't know. I already got a bunch of structure noted in here. And when we came right up into this candle high from September the other day and kind of rejected right from it, it's right into what we've talked about in the past too, right? Things come into these annual pivots. That was really cool to and see Qs kind of overshoot and then pull back to that lower high the other day. So it looks like it's going to be pretty clean. Go ahead.
A trend line, but I don't know if you want to put a trend line there as well.
Yeah, where you got it?
Getting the last week's highs with with the other week, Monday's highs.
Like that?
Do something like that. Yeah, it'll match up with the at least for today, maybe. Where are we at the 310 zone?
Yeah, we're up at 308 right now.
So above 311 there, you don't have anything. So just open space over to the quarterly trend guide too.
Yeah, let's just double check the weekly here. Nope. Weekly, we got that's up at the same area. It's up at that same exact spot on the weekly. This VWAP here is trash now. So 311.79 is the VWAP. So yeah, I mean, you got right about in here, and it's not going to show up on the fine VWAPs indicator because if you look on the this guy here, to me, like this got removed. And the way the fine VWAPs algo works is, you know, this is all valid in here, it doesn't get removed, but this is a strike, and this is 2 strikes because we close way above, like the lows don't even get close to the VWAP line. And it does reclaim, which is why I manually put that one back on there, but I mean that's a nice area there. 311.79 will probably line up right here. It's gonna be, yeah, right in this kind of area. So let's do this. Labeled Ray. That's not exactly what I wanted. That's alright. We'll just do a regular horizontal. The range has been $6 to $8 recently. So this isn't out of the question, actually, right? If we're already up at 308.
And not at all. We open up here. Be one of those gap side trend guide.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting, yeah, ADRs over at QR2. That's it.
That'd be a massive zone to push from. It's a royal flush zone. So it's got, yeah, trend guide, APP, monthly trend guide. That day VWAP, like you said, is trash now because we're, I mean, oh, we could reject from it, but we got.
I have a daily VWAP from the all-time highs at 317, which would be right in that cluster up there.
You have that in the daily or the weekly?
Daily anchor VWAP from all-time highs.
Ah, okay, so I didn't capture this one. I
The
took
lower high.
Yep. Yep, 317.
That would be that right in between the weekly trend guide one. Trend guide reversal.
Oh yeah, that's why I took him off here. Weekly looks better, but that's still good. 317.86.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, after the massive, push away from it, it's still valid.
It'd be up here at the top edge of supply and demand.
Yeah. Only one heck of a move.
Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and capture that. Good call. Alright, so you got this guy, you got the royal flush zone, got trend guide reversal, and then we got that one. That'd be a really massive move though, if we came all the way down there. But then to your point, I guess what you could maybe do is maybe treat it like this. Get that.
That's the thing I've been having trouble with is just the upside zones on these. They're just huge.
Yeah, I guess what you could do instead of treating it so big like that is capture like this. So you div and capture a new high, maybe stop at the tier 2 expected move or cheat code for the day, or keep going and grab the quarterly trend guide too with the end of week dotty. And then yeah, like I don't know I care much about this WTGR, but you do have this bigger piece up here.
Right.
So this is the VWAP from highs. I was gonna say plus supply and demand plus tier 3 expected move. That would be $8. That'd be massive. I guess the question be is trying to think about like playing it for the day. Like we watch it kind of test. Ideally, it does gap above completely TG for the day. You see it kind of retest and then maybe shoot for 314s. And then if it gets to 318s, I mean, then you're $4 in the money. But
I am watching those little ABCD. So pretty much from Monday's lows. And then the lower high from yesterday, it puts us at 312, which is also the high from Friday.
one thing that really stinks is you can't, once you put it in light shot, you can't interact with anything, obviously, but
Right.
I can't draw. So you got ABCD from here going up. Yeah?
Yep. And then since we're gapping up, it makes it valid if you want to push here and kind of go to that Friday's highs. So pretty much it's at that wick. You got that 311.83 right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just at the top of that wick. So it'll be like 312. That would be the termination of it. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, and that actually puts it right at about that that lower high VWAP.
Yeah. You want to do something like range bound still for the rest of the week or whatever, you can do that.
Yeah, being above massive zone MTGR 1 trend guide annual pivot supply and demand. Talking with ABCD up to 312-ish, which aligns with, what do you call it? It aligns with that lower high VWAP from December of 21. Man, UVXY had been the pain of my existence forever. Like, it just wasn't doing anything. It'd just be sitting there, and then last couple of days, it's finally getting some decent range and acting like a good clue giver.
It really has, yeah.
I am disappointed. I don't think we're going to get that bigger ABCD completion on it, though, on a daily perspective.
Came close enough. I'll say that.
Yeah. I mean, I remember mapping this out back probably over here in November. Maybe it wasn't November. Maybe it was sometime in October. Like, there's no way. There's no way we fade that much. That would be crazy. We got to pull back. Come on. You know?
Right.
Nope.
It's very close. That inverse head and shoulders, it looked beautiful.
Yeah, it was a great observation yesterday on that. In same thing with VIX was the same way. It stopped right at the VWAP yesterday.
Right. You don't put an anchor view up on that, the higher, yeah, that lower higher right there.
Yep. Puts it right at trend strength reference point too.
Right.
And I wonder.
We're below that, brother. Right now, I mean, I don't know. By the time we get to the open, it might be, over it again. But as of right now, we're below it.
Yeah, we're down 498.
Did you close your position yesterday, or took some profit?
For the UVXY, no, it never got anywhere, so it's still those calls, and that's the one downside about playing calls in this. It just doesn't seem to. And I went out 2 weeks when I bought them. I think I bought maybe it wasn't two. Yeah, no, it was 2 weeks. I bought them over here. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what and how we play. If we start to pull back hard in the indexes, then we do kind of open back up in this area, and then we potentially complete up to that VWAP there. Maybe. Alright, let's drag this down a little bit, put UVXY at the top. Did he update? Yes, he did. 604. Nice and simple. And then would call out that zone as possible ABCD completion.
The way it closed on the 4-hour chart, it just looks like a failed breakout.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it closed back below, right, this, below Tuesday's highs. And Monday's highs, too, it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we need to revisit the little support we got at 470s. 475s.
Let's see what we got for VIX. Yeah, it was weird too. When I came in this morning, one of my monitors had shut off for some reason overnight, and so all of my windows were all over the damn place. Like,
I hate when that happens.
I just said, screw it. I'm not even going to try to save Ninja because then it would have all the wrong settings for where things live. So I just force quit it and.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. Well, I updated my drive yesterday and that happens. It's like, I wish there was a way you just press something and everything goes back to what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. All right, let me give it just a second here. This, whenever I switch the screens, it'll rerun the algo, and then this market analyzer one here actually reads from those files.
Nice.
Assuming there's a change, that there may not have been a change. It looks really clean to me. I picked up something. I guess it's got this possibly the same kind of setup too. It's back below that trend strength, but I mean, if it comes back and opens anywhere in here, I mean,
Right.
it would take it right to the stinking photo dollars if it opens up at the same spot it closed. That's crazy.
looks pretty clean.
Nice, pretty big zone there too. Trend guide reversal, monthly pivot, weekly trend guide, auto supply and demand, structure, which really, I guess, are kind of the same thing. Let's see if it holds this one. Well, I didn't realize actually the trend guides flipped yesterday. I didn't even pay attention to that on UVXY. This flipped, yeah, because I've got the trend duration on there. So 01, this is the first day of it being trend guide reversal. That's interesting. I was too busy doing that. I didn't even finish drawing the candle. So you got this gap fill, supply and demand. I don't know. To me, I don't know if I'd care about this zone as much as I would this one. Like you've got, you've got the gap fill, you've got a supply and demand there, but like if we're gonna come down here, why not just go and grab the bottom edge of supply and demand?
Right. I do like that bottom edge of supply and demand a lot better. Kind of frustrate a little bit of those buyers that got in and thought, that low was conclusive. Like,
yep. Alright, we got VIX. Next up is SPY. Yeah, maybe we do get that. Looking over at ES, it's still trying to come in. It's going to tap TGR.
Right.
I wonder where's that VWAP line up at from that low overnight, or that spike down overnight, I should say. It's just right below where we're at. It lines up perfectly with TGR. Damn. Alright, let's come back over to this guy. That's still irritated I got stopped out on that. So I guess like the rest of these, it's possible we could do the same thing here, right? We're already up at 413. And it's in the middle of nowhere though. Yeah, that one's already gone. What about the weekly? Weekly's toast too. There's just nothing there at that 413 level, I guess, at all. Sands maybe. Nope.
Oh, no.
That
massive brink.
414 looks like it would be a 50% retrace. No, that's not 414. That's, yeah, it is. 413.97 is pretty damn close to it. Where's this guy though? He's at 418. No.
add something up here.
Just look back on daily real quick. There you got. No, I mean it's 417.39 is really the closest. I mean.
That ABCD completion is where 418 what?
It's 418.93.
Okay. I have a very, very small structure. It's like the beginning of a zone for me. Hold on. I got a different chart up here. Let me call it up real quick so I can tell you where that's from. It's from the highs on August 25th and 26th.
So kind of starting up at 419 and coming down to 417.
Yeah, it's like the close of those candles, it's like the high of the wick.
Yep, so like about, yeah, up here, so almost up at WTG.
Oh, yeah. I guess it doesn't really match with anything there.
It's still interesting. You could get like an impulse. I mean, I wonder if we take and look. Let's look over here real quick. I mean, what if it was actually something like this on the daily?
Takes us back to 4,300, does it not?
Is this to 425-ish?
I got nothing there.
Yeah, the only thing.
Supply and demand.
Yep. I mean, it does look valid on the daily. It looks. I mean, it's certainly there on intra, but I wonder if it'll line up next week with like weekly trend guide. Right now, that area would be supply and demand and tier 3 day cheat, but that'd be a $12 move. There's no serious econ today either, if I remember. Econ today, 7:30 is initial jobless claims, as well as continuing claims.
Yeah, I'm looking now. If we don't make a new high, the weekly R3 could join that zone right there you're talking about, 425.
Weekly R3 is way up here, though.
No, I'm talking for next week.
Oh. Sorry, I was like,
Yeah,
what?
if we don't make any new highs, that is,
I double checked all my pivot stuff like 4 times after I had that one problem.
Wait, what are you talking about?
No, you're good. You're looking at forecasted pivots for next week.
Yeah.
I was looking at like, what the heck? How are mine off? I fixed all those things.
Great.
Man, that'd be interesting. That'd be super cool. I have to look and see. I think I closed out all my U-Pros.
Nice. Very nice.
So I think I would look at this one like this. We're gonna open up above, so that full percentage and dollar ADR isn't really gonna be there. It's gonna be up further. In fact, I don't even know if it'll be there. I think it's gonna be.
Have up in that WR1.
Right, but I think that would be the kind of that first one, and then you've got like. That zone there. I almost don't want to care about. I guess you could maybe just.
Inside,
Yeah, I mean
I don't
it's.
know.
You could maybe treat it like this. It'd be the kind of most give back you'd want to see in the day, right? You could set a high or low, come down and kind of tag it like that.
Yeah, because you would join them together with those lows from Friday, last Friday. So you see, we put in some good wicks there and kind of opened Friday at that zone. So maybe, yeah, there's also the highs from some structure there
Yep. But then
at
you.
412. So that's
Yeah.
a really good, like, I don't know, I guess must hold, or else we're gonna go visit the lows again.
Yep, exactly, and it'll be nice because you've got this swing AV WAP from the 25th. It'll definitely rise up and capture that.
Mm-hmm. That would be beautiful.
And then if you fail that, then you're coming down to grab this huge old block. The look.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be Southside Symmetrical Extreme Reset.
Yeah.
Wow, it's crazy how much it's moved up already, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was red, this SE here the other day. I mean, it's definitely come in a lot.
Crazy. I mean, with this gap today too, it's gonna move up even sharper.
Yep. POS ABCD on daily to 420-ish. No, I'm not going to talk about that. Gapping above, TGR. View Q, TG1, TSRP, structure, supply and demand. As must hold zone, or we go grab that TG swing AV WAP. Fail that, and we grab the look much lower. And this one definitely reset big time because it was way up there in the SE part before.
That would be very interesting. You know, would actually, man, kind of what you were talking about yesterday, kind of cooling it off and just give it a lot more space for us to push higher.
Yeah, keep pushing, and I know. I mean, tons and tons of bears and stuff I see online. Just this is crazy. I haven't seen anything like this before. Like markets change, they evolve. You may not have seen this before. None of us may have, but it's definitely cooling off.
Okay.
Well, this VWAP here is definitely invalid. But that one becomes nice and good. There you go. So it's that 3 o'clock candle. I guess you could set a secondary one here, which would put us right there. Damn. Oh, I was talking to somebody else last night too. They're noticing a shorter time frame. Oh, they must have been on a completely different time horizon. They said it was a hold yesterday of a shorter time frame trend line, but I don't know what they were.
I don't see it.
I guess I just don't like that.
Maybe on a Oh, that is the hourly chart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe if they went from here, this was the FOMC one, right?
Right.
But even that, like, you have to draw through that massive wick, which was Powell's presser the other day. I don't think they're going from there. Anywho, I don't see it. So maximum zone is up here. End of week cheat. I mean, that's just too perfect.
It's interesting there. So you're not putting into account the highs from February 2nd?
It doesn't, I mean, it could pick up and include that as part of the, it'd be too big for this zone, and it sees the day cheat, the ADRs, the monthly trend guide is more significant because it's just got more pieces of evidence than just that right there. I mean, you could, this is again where it's nice kind of looking at what the output is and then combining kind of the brains with the bot to say, well, hey, maybe you just take this guy down here. And then do something like this. This would be a pretty big zone though. Be a treat. Because you'd almost want like a div type of thing, right? So like, because we avoided this 42.17, so, but then how do you loop this part in then? Because that's not, I guess it is, I mean, it's 7 points higher still. And that's 15, 20. This should, good.
It's upside down, so I don't know how to. Probably just have to key into price action and confidence.
Is there a short?
A short what?
No, I was thinking this zone back here in October, September. I was thinking these wicks might have connected, but they don't. You know, from this one back here in September, this one in December, and then this one here, but they don't all connect nice and clean. And they're just all right at that 4180. You can make the case like that.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Yep. Who's this guy's high here? 42.8, so that could be interesting. I could actually tie it back up in there. Yeah, I do think we include that in there. I think these were all toast. Yeah, that's just ugly. I think it was good on the daily though. Yeah, it's just inside. Oh, that's right, that's what I had yesterday. Hold to the T, dip under, push below, tag that one. Yeah, I just don't like that as much. It's there, but alright, so let's carve this up. So that's clear as day, painfully obvious. I gotta redo this. This isn't sheet 2 end of week. That's actually the first end of week. So we changed this to actually do static. And you can see that's why it's drawn all the way through. Oh, that's nice there. Yeah, I guess actually what you could do is this. Maybe there's a better way to think about this. This area that's confusing to me. That is pretty cool where it stopped right there. That would be maximum. $41.10 again, and trend guy's right there. Jeez. So we do here, I guess, I mean, it's interesting it stopped right on quarterly trend guide. And dick for tick this. It just feels like it's a zone every 2 inches. If you do this and then you do that. It's super small.
Inspection of what was that?
This this area here, this 4180 area. I don't know if it's like including this kind of block on here, right, where we had hard time closing above. You got all these wicks, whatever else. You got gap fill.
Yeah.
But then you've got this zone right above it. I mean, I guess it's there. I don't know if I care about it as much. I guess I'd want to see the rest of the breadth and everything else. Would want to see how breadth is doing at the same time. It feels like it would be a trap to grab zones of. And then this would be, set higher high off last week. Tap structure from, shit, I zoomed my screen out. I think it was September. Last fall. And tag shorter time frame, transfer trend line. It's actually a medium time frame on daily. Damn it, I hate that. Does your light shot do that to you? Like, this was clearly in the box, but it cuts it off.
No.
Alright, so NQ here. This VWAP is definitely trash. Not quite the same as the ES one, right? Where it, oh, that's a different one actually. This is the one from overnight that we had that really silly wick on. No, nothing there. I don't see any kind of trend line things. Maybe. Nope, nothing there. I guess like we saw with the other things, did it set itself up on the daily maybe for same kind of thing? It's not a 50% retrace. Pretty darn close.
And if that's gonna be like a bull flag and do that, that would be the.
And look at where it lines. It kind of lines up back with some structure here, and
so nice. ES does the same thing too.
Yep.
Over at 4300, 4320.
Actually, look at that.
Beautiful. Keep that on me.
There, that looks a little bit better. That would be stupid massive. Where's that? 13,583. Gotta imagine. I gotta look at something real quick. Would it? that'd be a couple weeks from now, right? So NQ 3 weeks out. 13903 was tier 2. 2 weeks from now. March 23rd projection. It's 12,491 and 13,940. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just looking at the expected moves out for a couple weeks from now, and then the ones that were projected out January 1st for March. Just to see where that lines up with that ABCD. That just seemed like it'd be stupid, but
Never know.
I don't know. I want to bet against it right now. These zones look a lot cleaner than the other ones. I'd probably do this though. It's only a couple, 300 plus points, but I mean, hit that structure, grab this wick, and then close out that structure back from September. End of week cheats right there, and then tier 3 for today.
Let me ask you, instead of including that, so that the zone below, yeah, that one right there, why don't you just make it the whole supply and demand and not include the gap fill?
Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
So
Break that zone up. Do it with like, what is that? Monday's highs up to the top end of that supply and demand, where you have the other little zone. Would also include the dotty.
yeah, we could do that. I restrict the algo stuff so it can't draw something so wide. But yeah, I mean that, especially with the way NQ works. I mean, I expecting it to stop here on a dime like that. Yeah, no, I see it go up there and tag that. And what's interesting too, right? Look at how it blew past that tier 1 dotty there already.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna retest from above.
Oh, holding the range.
And then what does this look like too? I'll bet you this takes it up to that photo ADR. Yep.
Top end of that. Oh, nice.
So you probably even drag this up a little bit. If I could grab the stinking rectangle. Like that, grab that, at least make sure you grab that wick, maybe do a double top on it, and then do it like that. I like that. That looks really good.
Yeah, this one is cleaner than the US for me.
Oh yeah, big time. Massive zone there. That would be a lower. That would probably break a bunch of people's hearts right there. Actually, we came down here, do a slight dip below this swing AV WAP, grab the weekly pivot. 'Cause it looks like we dick for ticked it yesterday. And I would probably treat this one like that. And we fail that, man, we are coming way back down here to test that big zone. And this probably starts to come up.
Up for that thing.
Yeah, so much cleaner than ES. That is. So this is structure tier 3. Day expected move. End of week. Tier 1. We do that tier 1. End of week. Yeah. I missed this yesterday. I mean, walked through it and called it out in prep, but man, it tagged the stupid end of week ones yesterday to the damn tick. High or low, retest of the first. Oh shit, and that was a pretty bad miss. Because I took TNA over here the other day when it came down into here, and I sold a bunch. I never reloaded. Oh well. So where's this guy get us? I think these are going to fail, just based upon how they're going. That's ugly. That's not that bad though. In comparison, these zones are nowhere near as clean. $20.73, what do we got up there? That'd be interesting if we did. That's monthly trend guide, not the day thing. Crap, been doing this too long. Watch is telling me to stand up. I think I'd look at that one like that. I don't know if I care about this crap down here. I would take this though. And treat it like that. 60 points. Yeah, these are possible.
Let's see. The top end of that supply and demand one, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's the FOMC lows.
Kind of like that. We capture that wick there, get this stuff here, get the lows.
Yeah. And then maybe my 20 day is off, but my 20 day is up in that zone too.
Oh, this is actually the other one. I'll double check it here in a second. That's not actually even mine on this one here.
Yeah, my 20 day is up on the top end of that. So that's a really nice zone.
Yeah, it's interesting too because I actually have it here in the stuff that I calculate. It's up higher. I don't know why it's down lower here because this is using that other guy's stuff for that visualization of that one.
And also you have we do two types of things. Here's the ABCDs from last week's highs with this lower high takes us to that quarterly R1 and annual pivot point. It wants to do something like that as well. But that's a huge move probably for some other day.
For which one? If it came all the way down here to the quarterly trend guide, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like it'll be like an ABCD from the last week's highs to what is that? Tuesday's lows, Monday's lows, I don't know. And then the lower high right there from Tuesday, or whenever that is.
Yeah, this was Tuesday. Because today is Thursday, 9th, Wednesday. I mean, it's not crazy, and it's only 60 points. I mean, we've traded 20 already. I mean, we've been lower, I'd say, to some degree on RTY. I mean, I remember being back in the 70s and 80s during some of the times last spring and summer. I guess it all depends on what that. I mean, we got to remember that econ news is out, and everybody's thinking keep buying the dip. So maybe we do get that reset here today, and this would be a nice.
Right. I mean, we did have a nice little rejection off of a trend guide weekly pivot point this morning.
Yeah. And there's this. I guess it didn't get up that high, but there's that swing AV WAP up there too. From last week's highs to Tuesday's lows. Termination would be at QTG1. Which is below the look. Do I still have that up over here? When my fans kick on, does that come through? Do you hear it?
No.
Oh, that's good. I think I might actually switch out the 3090 card I have because, man, when it kicks on, it is super noisy. I'm gonna take this box off. I just want to say I was saying the other day, like we were kind of in and out of this one, and now we've been testing this kind of box from above and setting up kind of a new range here the last few weeks. Actually, it's really just last week and a half. Did just below that transfer trend line the other day and held it.
Really nice, dude. I need to start paying more attention to this one. I'm gonna load it up.
It's interesting, it didn't really have the reaction like the other stuff did last night. Or it didn't even matter to it. But yeah, it's absolute box here. Got an hourly bar closing above at 34,246. Tiny.
See if we can hold that TPR from above there.
Yep. Alright, so let's look at this one this way. Would be stupid crazy. 600 points, not that crazy. It won't grab a zone this big, but I will. Gap fill from all the ways back, WTG1. I would absolutely grab this. Structure. Lots. Oh, structure plus gap fill. It smells like somebody's burning something.
Scrambled eggs, you forget them?
No, they're in my cup here. I need to finish eating them actually. I don't care about that one, and I think this trend strength reference point one, I don't know if I would care about as much. I'd maybe think about it like this with the wicks yesterday, like that.
Yeah, for today I kind of want to avoid insights.
Yeah,
That was really nice.
I mean, it'd be a nice lower high. I mean, we came down and just skipped that 20-day there. That's not called out actually. Well, and it kind of is because that div. That'd be 600 points down, give or take. I don't know if I'm going to go and capture these ones here. I mean, 33,200. Yeah, that 1,000 points. We get down there, we get other problems. I think I'll be calling to see how everybody's doing. But that would put us actually probably right about here.
Where?
So this 33,200 would actually
line.
put us kind of on this lower edge of this transfer trend line. This one that started back here.
Yeah. Sometimes I lose your mouse. How does it? It's kind of transparent.
It's weird. You see it
Is that not
now.
how your mouse is?
No.
Yeah, I see it. It's just like a little bit transparent for whatever reason.
It's probably with the way Lightshot and OBS interact with each other. I was actually looking last night. I may flip to like something like Snagit or something else. Let me write this in here real quick. So we're gonna call this one structure 50-day WTGR1. Space return so I don't lose anything. And we'll call that for YM. I'm going to skip IWM unless you want me to do it.
No, I'm good. I actually gotta finish my other stuff here too.
Okay, anyone you want me to pull up, or are you going to do yours? And
It's up to you. I mean, you want to do some of Georgie's?
Sure. Which ones you got?
We can do like SMH or something. I mean, I don't have any of them. I haven't started any of them actually.
Okay, let's pull up SMH. I just got to get it into here, and then it'll go find the file and then load it.
I was looking at Tesla earlier. Got a nice little gap above TGR.
Damn it.
So hopefully we get the top end of the zone breakout retest, breakdown retest with annual pivot point. It's a really nice zone. Starting to.
Holy crap. It gapped up big. Damn it. I think I closed everything yesterday too.
Which one?
On Tesla. Yeah, damn. I had 20250 calls, and I closed because they were up nice. So I closed them yesterday. But you know what? Oh, that's sweet. So, okay, I don't care. I thought I still had my short calls, but I don't. Because I had, the other day when we jumped massive, I shorted the 208, 212 or 208, 210 spread. Because 208, 210 area is around the end week expected move.
I didn't even check that. It's there.
Yeah, it's just below annual pivot point. But full ADR, if we opened where we closed yesterday, like full ADRs would have been up there. Obviously, we're going to be higher. But there's actually a weekly AVWAP just above annual pivot point. It's between probably close to quarterly trend guide. Weekly trend guide 2, November 5th, 2021 at 216. Alright, let's see what we got here for SMH.
Also, nice gap up too, but it's back here to this zone again. MR1, trend guide.
I think he's fine. I probably have different supply and demand zones because mine get automatically drawn from what George has, but Yeah, we're trying to gap above that. We're trying to get close to that.
And draw a trend line at the highs there. So I'm connecting those, the high and the lower high. And then it will put it right there where it's at right now. So if we want to do another lower high here, that will be the spot.
That.
Oh, nice. You can actually transfer it to the lows and mix a channel. Really clean.
Would you grab through and grab this one or keep it up here?
Okay. Yeah, I kept it there.
Yeah.
And the lower end of that is nice. There's a little breakout retest with the daily view up and very nice.
So what did you get? You get this.
You get that.
Now, conversely,
So nice.
but not at the day thing. I mean, $8.
Already pretty heated on this though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're definitely up. We're just coming into the tier 2 stuff that I calculate. I mean, tier 3 is up, still a lot higher going back to like where we were at in November. And actually, it's interesting too. Like, I wonder if you do this. $263. That's pretty damn close. 263, 266.
Right.
Would be really interesting. 245 comes back. That's right here at this WPP trend guide, which coincidentally is the 10-day EMA. Right, that's what this guy is right here on my daily.
That is very nice. Wow.
This is a really clean chart.
Yeah. Looking at as well here, if we want to do like a little shorter time frame ABCD from Monday's lows to the lower high, and then yesterday's lows.
Like that.
Yeah, it'll bring us up to last week's highs, almost to the T.
Just doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it gets last week's highs, pushes above.
Slightly above, yeah.
I guess do you look at that, or you just look at this zone up here?
Most likely that one. Yeah. That zone is really nice. That's a really good structure up there.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the fail on 420 last year. The WR1 zone. Really nice chart. No wonder George lost specking that one. So clean.
Mm-hmm. What else? He normally does NVIDIA too, right?
Yeah.
I think I'd treat these as one zone as opposed to two. The
Nice reaction right now on ES and NQ off of that big interview up from that crazy wick overnight.
it's still is going now.
Well, yeah, I mean, ES is pushing like two points right now, so just like a little instant reaction from that. NQ did pretty good.
Damn.
Not bad at all.
Missed it. Problem with doing prep.
Man.
All right, and then he does NVIDIA. Damn, this thing's been on an absolute tear.
Yeah. Rejecting TGR, it rejected TGR QR1, which is shorter time frame lower high.
Well, end of week Dotties.
This is that's a major zone right there, dude. That it's on right now. Insane. Wide open space above that until freaking WR2, which is at 236. Well, like that's almost at full ADRs if we open here. Yeah. Of course, self-symmetrical extreme as well, like everything else. This one is got the 50 day too. 50 and 20.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, and it's actually getting close to the max on the 20. The 50 probably doesn't look that far off either. So it's at 22.55 right now. And so what's the max? Shit, I can't tell from this.
Oh no, that's negative.
I gotta redo these so that it's clear as to which one's which. I got a different way to answer that question.
This was negative.
29.31. And so we closed here. So that's where that guy is coming from. He said that guy, so we turn it from that to price, or to percent, I mean. WTGR2 would put it at max extreme on the 50 day.
Nice.
$11 move. We open up there. I mean, that's not crazy. Let's look over here real quick on the daily.
If you go back all the way to like, what is this? August of last year. That was
August is over here.
hot. Oh, I'm sorry, 21. Yeah.
Just skipping a year there, man.
Right. It's like those highs there.
Yeah, which line up with over here in March too. Let me take this one off and go like
I
this.
mean, this is where it's at right now, so it's like, this is a huge, huge zone.
Damn, look at that.
Yeah.
It's definitely been over under in here a decent amount of times, but that's still pretty damn big there. In that area there too.
That's the zone that I had. It's pretty much from yesterday's TGR to the top of like the gap fill.
Yeah, it's to me it's right where
you
got no bars closing above it yesterday either.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
So nice.
Econ in less than a few here. Copy image. Hey, where's my audio bin from? Oh, because I rebooted this morning.
Shorter time frame ABCD that joins fresh trend guide for today on NVIDIA, which will also be the highs from Friday. And yeah, Friday, some local structure from Friday.
Sorry, I'm missing what you're throwing down.
Sorry?
I'm missing what you're talking ABCD from here?
Shorter time frame. So like the high from yesterday, that big wick,
Ah.
on top of that, and then the lower high. I know we're above that right now, but I'm just saying close below. That's where the fresh. It's up a little bit.
If we're up here, we're at
below the end of week values. Yeah, right there.
225.58.
I have 218 on mine. Maybe I might.
Right. Oh. Yeah.
The first leg of the ABCD.
Mm-hmm.
Bring that back up. Bring it to the first, to where TGR, the monthly trend guide is at.
Oh, so you didn't take it down all the way? You just took it to...
No, because it's just a shorter time frame. Because that's a 1 hour chart, so it's not... Yeah, it's right there. And then you take the other leg from the little high. Still not... Hey, let me see.
Oh, yeah, I was going to move it to kind of where it's at right now, which is 225.58. I see what you're doing now. You're throwing it right here like this. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the shorter time frame thing, and if we don't hold that...
Yeah, we don't hold that. We're coming all the way back down here.
Yes, indeed.
Expected at 190,000, in the flat 183,000, as continued claims expected at 1.618 million, in the flat 1.6.
Yep, 10 minutes. 10 minutes, everything will get resolved. You ever use that Thinkorswim squawk or no?
No.
It's nice having up there in case you lose track of time or anything else like that. It's just nice and clean right there for you. This is the wrong area.
You had a meeting going on in the background.
Nope. That's the squawk thing. That's this guy here. So if you open up the chat rooms piece from Thinkorswim and then go over to global news. They used to have Benzinga in here, but that was just crap. It was like, hey, XYZ stock's up 30%, you know, up, it's halted. Like, they don't do any of that crap. They just, you know, actual, like, market moving type of news or reminders, you know, like, as a reminder, folks, Powell presser is coming up in 5 minutes, or you know, Biden is talking today, or Lagarde is talking, whatever.
That is nice.
Well, and you know, I pay them enough money with commission, so I guess it's not really free, but
Yeah.
anywho. Add blank row. Alright, that's gotta be good enough. Yeah, no way I'm starting a position though. I mean, it's a nice hold of that VWAP, but not before econ like that.
Then I lost a little bit, but it's also trying to get it on the bottom. I tried it, but very small.
Give me a social security card.
Those weren't right. This is right. I don't know I care about trend strength reference point here though.
No. Pretty inside.
But this would be interesting to me. If I could draw my zone right. And then if we push hard. And actually if we fail all that, that's not a today thing. There's no way we move 20 bucks today. All right, man. Anything else you want to?
It feels very fruitful, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. I'm gonna go through and do CL and stuff real quick, but
Alright, that's what my right here.
okay, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do this again.
All right, catch you, man.
Peace.
Bye. Hopefully that was helpful, y'all. We'll catch y'all later, and